A huge alien spaceship is approaching Earth and has already caused serious damage to the International Space Station. The only remaining survivor named Collins tries to send some important information to Dr. Fielding on Earth, but at that moment the power in the station goes out and she's attacked by an alien. On Earth, an awkward boy named Alex is obsessed with space and all its related technology. He rarely leaves home and only has friends online, so his mother forces him to attend the Rim of the World summer camp in Southern California hoping he'll learn to socialize. He makes sure to put on his father's watch, which he's worn since the man died. Meanwhile, rich boy Dariush says goodbye to his parents because he's also attending the summer camp. At the airport, a girl named Zhenzhen is being questioned by the immigration officer because her caretaker isn't Chinese like her. He claims to be her uncle who brought her to California for a spelling bee. After the officer finally lets them pass, Zhenzhen pays the random man for his acting. Then she takes a cab to Rim of the World too. Later when Alex arrives at the camp, he's introduced to the counselors and finds them all very weird. He tries talking to Zhenzhen in Chinese, but she ignores him. Dariush tries flirting with a female counselor to no avail. When it's finally time for activities, Dariush also tries to flirt with Zhenzhen, who ignores him by going down the zip line. Alex's turn is next, but he feels dizzy and terrified, so he immediately climbs down. A counselor calls him a chicken and an upset Alex runs away. In the evening, everyone is loud around the campsite, so Alex goes to the bridge for some silence. Zhenzhen is there too, so they just enjoy each other's company in silence. The next day the kids are brought to the lake to do canoeing, but the activity is delayed because someone pooped in the canoe. While the group waits for the cleaning to get done, Zhenzhen walks away and Alex follows her while telling her it's dangerous, but she ignores him. Eventually she reaches the lookout from the camp flyer and loves the view. At that moment Alex gets a call from his mother, but he has to put away his phone when Dariush appears among the trees after relieving himself. Then Dariush drags Alex to the edge of the cliff, saying that exposure therapy will help him get over his fear of heights. Suddenly Gabriel appears behind them and tells Dariush to let Alex go. An angry Dariush says he knows martial arts, but before he can move, Gabriel punches him down and helps Alex. At that moment they hear an explosion and the three campers get messages on their phones. It's the emergency broadcast system saying that all civilians must evacuate and stay away from any unknown aircraft. The kids run back to the lake, but everyone is already gone. They hear a second boom and notice lots of explosions going off in the sky, so they try to call for help. However, all their phones are now dead. The light around them starts to change as planes fly across the lake at great speed. The group decides to run back to the camp, only to discover everyone has left without them. A sign says they've gone down the mountain and anyone left should call 911. On a table the kids find a counselor who fell asleep during the evacuation. Zhenzhen takes a sip from the man's bottle that says milk and confirms it's actually alcohol, which means the counselor is passed out drunk. Next they enter the main camp building and discover the power is out, so phones aren't working. Alex concludes the explosions must have been EMP grenades, which can kill all electronic devices over a really big area. Suddenly they hear more explosions, so the kids run outside to watch Air Force jets fight unknown ships in the sky. Their attacks start destroying the area and defeated planes begin crashing on the ground, so the group has to start running. Unfortunately, an explosion sends them flying, and by the time they recover, a spacecraft crashes in front of them and makes them fall again. Alex recognizes it as a pod from the International Space Station, and when Gabriel touches it, he burns his hand. Zhenzhen has a bottle of water, so after Dariush stupidly drinks some of it, Gabriel pours it on the pod's door hoping to open it. Dariush stops him, pointing out the pod is covered in green goo and they don't know what it may mean. At that moment the door blows off and hits Dariush while Collins crawls out of the pod. She gives her necklace with a key to Alex, asking him to take it to Fielding at NASA's lab in Pasadena. Apparently the key has everything, including something called Excalibur. Then a huge alien appears behind them and Gabriel doesn't want to leave Collins, who tells them to leave without her to survive. As the kids run away, the alien inserts a huge finger into Collins' mouth to kill her. Afterward the huge alien releases a smaller dog-like alien from its body to send after the kids, who run into the main building to hide in the kitchen. Dariush tries to sneak around but accidentally drops some cluttery, causing the alien to chase after him. When Dariush begins crawling through some kitchen equipment, the dog slows down because of the steam in the machine. Eventually it comes out and makes a big jump, but the kids duck and Zhenzhen traps it in the oven. The main alien appears at the door and the kids run outside again, having to dodge the creature's arm when it breaks through the wall. Gabriel and Dariush manage to hide under the stairs while Zhenzhen and Alex hide in the toilet. The alien comes down the stairs and Gabriel has to cover Dariush's mouth to stop him from screaming. Seeing it move toward the toilet, Zhenzhen and Alex have no choice but to hide inside the deposit full of fecal matter. Gabriel convinces Dariush to come out to help the others and they notice the dog alien climbing out of the building through the chimney. Meanwhile the counselor wakes up and enters the bathroom to relieve himself, so the kids have to dodge his pee. Suddenly the big alien smashes the walls and attacks the man, killing him in seconds. Gabriel and Dariush are running and manage to hide inside the pod, closing the door in the dog's face. Alex and Zhenjian try coming to help, but the dog alien looks for them so they have to hide. When the creature is about to find Alex, the boys inside accidentally press the ignition button and the resulting fire burns the dog alien to death. Hearing the screeching, the big alien comes after them and tackles the kids to the ground, where it spits green goo on Dariush's face before inserting a strange tongue into his mouth. Luckily a plane flies by and shoots the alien down, saving Dariush just in time. As the kids take the opening to run away, Alex wonders if that limb wasn't a tongue and was actually the alien's reproductive organ, causing Dariush to freak out. A very dumb argument ensues, so Zhenjian slaps the three boys to shut them up. Then she speaks for the first time, saying they should get moving and deliver the key. Pasadena is 70 miles away from the camp and Dariush points out it's a dangerous trip to make during an alien invasion. Gabriel decides they can find the nearest police station and give the key to the cops so they can take care of the problem. Then the kids take some bicycles from another camp building and Alex admits he never learned how to drive, but Gabriel refuses to leave him and offers to teach him. On the road, they hold Alex as he gets used to the bicycle and soon he's taking off on his own. However, he ends up tripping and falling anyway. When he looks over the cliff, he's shocked to discover the city has been destroyed. Back in camp, the big alien wakes up and discovers its dog is dead, so it roars in fury. Moments later the kids make it to the city and find it empty. When they reach the police station, Gabriel says he'll wait outside with the bicycles. The others search the station with flashlights since there's no power and find the evacuation note. It turns out nuclear weapons have been authorized to be used in Los Angeles while Europe and Asia have already fallen. The priority for all units is to locate the alien's power source. In a cell, Alex finds a criminal named Lou, who asks the kids to free him. Dariush says it's a bad idea, but Zhenjian thinks they don't have the right to choose if he lives or dies. When Lou says he has a son waiting for him, Alex drops the keys in front of the cell and tells him to leave after they do. Afterward, the kids keep searching the city on their bikes and see some vehicles pass by. When they try to get their attention, they're suddenly surrounded by armed soldiers. They put down their guns when they notice their children and the commander congratulates Alex when he hands him over the key for fielding. Then the kids are put on a bus to be taken to the evacuation center. However, as all the vehicles take off, an alien spaceship opens fire and brings down the whole convoy in just a few seconds. The bus driver is stuck under the collapsing roof and tells the kids to leave without him. They quickly get off the bus and discover a huge battle between humans and aliens, including another alien dog that is currently killing soldiers. The kids run around while dodging the attacks until they find the commander stuck under a fallen vehicle. He knows he won't make it, so he gives Alex the key back and asks him to save the world. After Zhenjian picks up a radio, the children keep running and manage to escape the area before a huge explosion kills all the remaining soldiers. Sometime later the group is crossing San Gabriel Valley and Dariush can't stop complaining, so Zhenjian announces they'll take a break. Gabriel mentions his house is around here but he can't go back, revealing that he was in the mountains because he escaped from Juvie. He's worried that his mom won't want to see him, but since the aliens are flying over the city, they have no other choice but to hide in Gabriel's house. His family has already evacuated, so the place is empty and messy because of looters. After the kids find some food, each of them shares a bit about their lives. Dariush explains how he's under constant pressure to be cool around his rich classmates because they harass anyone they consider weak. Gabriel grew up without a dad and helped her mother work at a grocery store. One day he made a mistake with the change and the client accused him of robbing him, causing Gabriel to lose his mind and punch him. Gabriel's mother got fired and never visited him in jail. Zhenjian comforts him by saying nobody chooses their family but anyone can make new one, and the group takes a selfie together. There are only 2 beds in the house, so the boys argue over who will share with Zhenjian, and Alex wins. He tries to keep himself distracted with a Rubik's Cube, but Zhenjian holds his hand and says she's glad it was him. In the middle of the night, the kids are woken up by a strange noise. They go to the backyard to investigate and are surrounded by armed masked men led by Lou. He confirms he's a bad guy and asks Alex for the key, which he plans to sell for lots of money. When Alex refuses, Lou grabs a knife and threatens to take it by force. At that moment a big alien appears and starts killing the masked men one by one. Lou opens fire to defend himself, but the creature kills him too. As the kids run away, Gabriel sees the pool and gets an idea, so he asks Zhenjian for her glow sticks. He waves them around to get the alien's attention as he quickly crosses the pool. The alien tries to follow him, but it falls into the water and gets stuck in the protective canvas. The next day, while the kids are going through East Los Angeles, Alex concludes the alien they saw last night was the same one from camp, which means it can heal quickly. Dariush starts complaining again and says Alex shouldn't be their leader anymore, but Gabriel defends him. This causes an argument and soon the boys are fighting on the ground, so Zhenjian has to separate them. Then Dariush reveals his family is on the verge of bankruptcy and his father will go to jail, that's why they sent him to summer camp. While Dariush and Gabriel apologize to each other, Zhenzhen hears some noises coming from the radio. It's a message in Morse code from Fielding, who tells them to hurry up. Back in the pool, the alien starts to climb out. Meanwhile, the kids stop at a mall to get clean clothes. Zhenzhen shares that she left home because her dad wanted a boy, but now her friends are her new family. Afterward, they find a Ford Mustang outside and decide to take it. Alex wants to drive, but he doesn't know how to use the stick, so Zhenzhen takes over. After dodging lots of destroyed vehicles and debris, the kids scream when the alien lands on top of the car and breaks the front window. Then it tries to grab them through the roof, so Zhenzhen crashes the vehicle into a bus stop on purpose to make it fall. Unfortunately, the alien quickly jumps back on the car and keeps pounding on it. Zhenzhen tells everyone to jump, so the kids get out of the car and let it fall off the bridge. The alien crashes on the ground and the car lands on top of it, trapping it. The group thinks it's over, but Alex discovers he accidentally left the key in the car. Dariush volunteers to retrieve it and starts searching the car while it keeps on shaking because the alien is trying to get out. Eventually Dariush finds the key, but on his way out, the alien manages to swing its arm and slash Dariush's stomach. The boy rushes to get in the car and crawls through it to escape through the opposite door. Thankfully, he reunites with his friends and they continue the journey. By the time they make it to Pasadena, Zhenzhen tells Alex that she likes him in Chinese. However, Alex only knows a few basic phrases and doesn't get it. The radio soon starts reacting again, so they follow the noise into a destroyed building. To their shock, they discover that Fielding's dead in a lab and the messages have been sent by his blood dripping on the Morse transmitter. The group is ready to give up, but they're interrupted by a voice on the comms. It's an army general, who has lost all hope and orders them to go to a shelter. Alex refuses and gives a touching speech that convinces the general to tell them how to proceed. They must go to the basement using the vent and start the generator exactly 4 seconds apart to open the vault. There, a powerful laser called Excalibur is hidden. Using the coordinates from the key and the dish on the roof, the kids must shoot the alien mothership to finally end this war. Zhenzhen volunteers for the vents and Alex lends her his watch, so she kisses his cheek before leaving. Since the others are hurt, Alex announces he'll go to the roof regardless of his fear of heights. Meanwhile, the alien manages to escape by splitting its body in two. After crawling through the vent, Zhenzhen reaches the basement, where she's terrified to find bodies. Using Alex's watch, Zhenzhen turns on the backup generators to bring back power. In the main room, the general guides Dariush and Gabriel on how to use the key to load the coordinates. On the roof, Alex gathers all his bravery and starts climbing the satellite tower. At that moment, the alien appears on the roof and the boys warn Alex by using the speakers. Alex tries to fix the dish fast and ends up slipping, but he recovers quickly and finally puts the dish in the right position. The alien is also climbing the tower, but before it can reach the top, Alex uses his belt to slide down a power cable as if it were a zip line, which helps him overcome his fear. He rushes back into the building and closes the door behind him. The general explains that Excalibur needs 2 people to be launched, but Dariush passes out from blood loss. In the basement, Zhenzhen opens a door, unaware that a scientist is still alive and trying to warn her. A dog-like alien jumps out of the door and finishes killing the woman. Zhenzhen tries sneaking, but Gabriel asks for help through the speakers and the dog turns around, so Zhenzhen has to run into the other room. She closes the door just in time and cuts the beast's paw off. The general tells Gabriel the password for the safe with the launching codes, but Gabriel isn't good with numbers and keeps failing to press the right numbers. Thankfully, Dariush wakes up and writes everything down, so now Gabriel can open the safe by following the note. The codes must be inserted at the same time, however Gabriel is left alone when Dariush passes out again. Fortunately, Zhenzhen comes back and she inserts the codes with Gabriel, but at that moment the alien falls through the ceiling. The kids rush to hide and the alien gets ready to attack them, only to get hit on the head by a Rubik's Cube. Alex insults the alien and makes it chase after him so the others can finally launch Excalibur. While the satellites around Earth start connecting to each other, Alex runs into a lab and activates an engine before hiding. As soon as the alien comes in, Alex shoots the engine with a flare and the resulting fire burns the creature to death. Zhenzhen, Dariush, and Gabriel leave the building as it starts to crumble. Alex is paralyzed in fear because the flames make him remember the day he lost his father in a house fire. He wanted to save him, but they forced him to leave him behind. When the engine finally shuts down and the alien body drops, Alex remembers his father telling him he can do it. He jumps over the flames and bursts through the wall to escape. The kids outside think their friend is gone, but at the moment Alex comes out and is welcomed with a hug. An explosion in the sky shows the alien mothership being defeated by Excalibur, meaning humans have won the war. To celebrate, Zhenzhen kisses Alex. Afterward, the kids are seen as heroes, are knighted by the Queen of England, and appear in all kinds of special shows. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.